Alright, so throughout my life, I've messed myself up pretty bad in some pretty dumb ways. And hey, don't judge. I'm sure you've all got hurt doing something stupid at least once. Well, I've done that quite a few times and wanted to share with you the 3 dumbest and worst self-induced injuries. And this video will be about the 3rd dumbest injury, which was skateboard related. So yeah, I was one of those kids that carried around a skateboard that was way too big for me, with some Walmart decal slapped on the bottom because I was too poor to get a real board.
No, 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 no.
All I wanted as a kid was to be a pro skater, and you know, when you play Tony Hawk's Pro Skater and watch pro skate videos all day, it doesn't seem that hard, because you know, they're pros. It looks easy when they do it. Well, one day after watching Rodney Mullen skate videos for a couple hours, which to me was like watching Jesus walk on water, with his hands, it got my little kid brain all psyched up, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go shred up the curb in front of our apartment. So I grabbed my crappy Walmart board and rushed outside. My Cheeto fingers still had blisters on them from playing Tony Hawk all night. Well, I got to the curb and put my board parallel to it. I was going to run and hop on it to get some speed, and then try to ride off the curb, and you know, maybe try to slide my tail on it or something. Pretty simple stuff. Well, I jumped on my board, and it flew out from under my feet. I don't even know how it happened. It was almost like, say my name in vain again, I dare you. You know what? Nah, hold my halo. I said hold my halo. Make me repeat myself again, and I'll send you to hell like that. Oops. Not exactly like that, but somehow my knee kinda saved my fall, and also kinda got destroyed in the process. I can explain. And of course, I wasn't wearing knee pads, 'cause you know, those are for idiots. So I look at my knee and the majority of my skin was gone, which was bad enough, but I swear when I looked, I saw white and just assumed it was my bone. But it could have just been me overreacting. Well, long story short, my dad bandaged me up and all that, but I was one of those kids that thought peroxide burns, so I never cleaned it. Also, I didn't want to re-traumatize myself by looking under the bandage, so I never did. But because of my fear, the wound got really bad and even started to stink. I know, gross, right? After that, my dad told me that if I didn't clean it, it was going to get gangrene, which as a kid freaked me out enough because I didn't know what it was. But then he said if that happened, the doctor would have to amputate my leg. Which, looking back, he was probably just trying to scare me into cleaning it. But at the same time, it did get pretty gross. So, to wrap this story up, a couple of days later, my mom's friend brought us all to the beach, and I was so excited to go swimming, I completely forgot about all the salt in the ocean. I jumped in the water, and within about 20 seconds, jumped right back out of the water. Because, unlike peroxide, the salt water actually burns, and it burned pretty freaking bad. But it also cleaned it out, so it was kind of a win-win. I got my wound clean, didn't have to lose a leg, and never had to conquer my fear of peroxide. From then on, I learned to just suck it up and clean my cuts, and if it burns, well, that means it's working. So if you ever get a really bad wound, or even just a little tiny one, make sure you clean it out. Just rub some salt in it and then rinse it out with vodka. It's better than using that stuff. Nah, I'm just kidding, don't ever do that. So the next video will be about the 2nd dumbest injury, and that one is definitely a lot dumber, and a little less gross. Well, thanks a bunch for watching. I hope my dumb stories can give you all a brief moment to just turn your brains off and maybe crack a couple smiles. So subscribe if you enjoy these videos, and hitting the like button helps me out a ton, so thank you. Alright, I'll see you all in the next video. Later.